Peace be unto you. My topic today is entitled Acknowledging an Authentic Savior. And my text is taken from Mark chapter 6, verses 53 to 56. Despite the evidence shown by Jesus to his disciples at this junction of Christ's mission, they still did not understand Jesus or his mission. What would it take today for many to acknowledge who Jesus was and is, including some professing Christians? Our text shows that both Jesus and disciples entered Gennesaret. Notice some thoughts that you can digest and absorb from this passage. First, a hope for rest. Verse 53. These men were at sea for about 8 hours and straining against the hard wind. Perhaps they felt they needed rest to recover. They had their plans. They were exhausted. Toiling at sea is not easy. Just ask a fisherman. These men had it rough. They wanted rest. B. God had higher purposes. God drove the disciples to a place where they could minister to others. The Gennesaret was a place for one, help. It was also a place for two, hope. It was no accident they came to this place. God had a ministry of hope to a helpless people. He does the same today. Then it was a place for three, healing. For the disciples, it was a place of healing for them. It was soon to be a place of healing for the people in the region. God has a promise for you. Please note, it is a good plan, a wise plan, a loving plan, a sovereign plan, and that plan is still in effect. 2. Hurting people, verses 54 to 55. A. Jesus was recognized. People knew who he was. He was the life changer and life giver. People saw evidence of changed life both physically and spiritually. The ones changed wanted others to experience what they had. The people knew that Jesus cared for them. They were willing to display it. B. They relished the opportunity. They went everywhere to find anyone who needed healing. They would literally carry them to wherever he was. Sadly, we don't seem to be doing that very much. We want them to come to us rather than us bringing them to Jesus. C. They reach others for Christ. Bringing the people was necessary. They loved their families and friends enough to reach out to them. D. They risked rejection. Some probably stated that he couldn't be the Messiah. Jesus' appearance and where he came from did not attract people to him. It was who he was. How did Jesus, the only perfect person in history, manage to attract the notoriously imperfect? Christ's passion for the hurting is needed today, not later. Thirdly, a healing Savior, verse 56. Jesus saw their needs. He knew their hearts. He desired to heal them. A. He knew their desperation. Imagine they brought families and friends from every vicinity in that area, near and far. They were desperate. They needed him. B. He saw their diseases, all kinds of ailments at that time. Some curable, but had no money to pay a physician. Others incurable. Only Jesus could heal them of the diseases they had. C. He provided their deliverance. Notice in verse 56 the word hold. The Greek word means to save or heal. Jesus not only healed them physically, but also spiritually. He saved them. Jesus is the Savior. In closing, the greatest work we can do is to lead someone to the Savior Jesus Christ. Observe that Jesus healed and loved them no matter how deformed, diseased, dirty, degenerate, depraved, distasteful, distressing, deviant, or dreadful they were. It took just a touch from the Master to change and transform their lives.